Hey, what's up, stretchy people? So today we're going to work on one stretch for the lower body, one for the shoulders, and one for the neck. So just straight up stretching. So first we're going to do a neck stretch. You can do this sitting down, standing, really anywhere you need to be. Obviously, like always, we want to control what the torso is doing here so we're not stretching all this stuff and not really getting our neck right. That's not a neck stretch. That's a neck stretch. So we're going to get our abs nice and tight, shoulders nice back neutral, and using the hand at maybe 1 pound to 5 pounds worth of pressure, just twisting down to one side. So think ear to shoulder bending. You can kind of hunt around here, maybe go down, maybe directly to the side, which might actually feel a little bit backwards, or more at a 45-degree angle back. Think about like 5 o'clock, 12 o'clock forward, so like 5 o'clock backwards. We're going to do 2 minutes each side. You can also mess around with opening up the jaw when you do this. If you have jaw issues, TMJ, you're going to feel a lot more of a stretch in the jaw or way up here where the muscles of the neck attach. So 2 minutes each side. Again, hunt around for those corners. Make sure this isn't moving, this is moving. Next up, we're going to do a pigeon stretch. So a pretty common yoga pose. I've got my yoga block here. If you guys haven't got one of these, I'd recommend getting 2. I think this one was $6.99 or maybe $7 on Amazon. It's the standard size. They do make thinner ones, but you have a couple different lengths here. They're awesome. So we're going to use this because, once again, the setup and the position for the stretch is just as important as the setup and the position for, say, like a movement like a squat or a deadlift or a push-up. So we are going to plank out and then pull a foot forward like so. Get your block ready, and then using your hands, drop this leg. We want the shin perfectly even, facing forward, and then I'm going to put that block underneath my hip. So I can easily drop that block and collapse to the ground, especially if I pull this foot in towards myself. I can sit here all day. I'm not going to get nearly as good of a stretch though. And one of the main muscles we're stretching back here is called the piriformis. All right? There's actually something called piriformis syndrome that really can cause some hip unevenness and some low back pain. So we want to get situated to our shin is nice and even, pointing straight off to the side and even with the wall ahead of us. Same stuff. Nice and tall here. And this allows us to modulate that position to where we're not having to hold ourselves up. Even right here with how flexible I am, I'm feeling a pretty good stretch. Next thing, watch this back leg. All right, if you have a tight hip flexor, that leg will want to kind of roll out on you, that hip. Okay, so 2 minute stretch each side. You can modulate the block height for that, and as you get into the stretch, doing some deep belly breathing, you might notice, depending on who you are, you can lower that block or just completely kick it off to the side. All right, so again, think 90-90 position, how our shin is perfectly facing the wall ahead of us, okay? And think about loading up, almost putting a little bit more weight on that hip, okay? Don't let it roll and sneak away from you. Push it into the back right corner or back left corner. So 2 minutes there. Very last stretch, kneeling pass through. So we're kneeling like so, arm out front. We're going to rotate here, and little head and shoulder on the ground. Again, your tough side is going to want to rotate that arm so the bicep is up, palm is up, and that shoulder's near the ear. Don't let it pull it back down. Try to be on the side of the arm, the elbow, the blade of the hand. You might not be able to rotate as far or get as low to the ground. Big old belly breaths, and 2 minutes each side. So about 8 minutes with rest in between, probably 10. See you guys tomorrow.